Hello and welcome to my Twin Flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be the November reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also, keep in mind these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I may be describing you or the person that you're dealing with. Apply the energy as it may fit to your situation. If it fits, don't force it to fit, of course. Also, I do not discriminate in my readings because I deal with shadow work. So I advise those who have done the misdeeds and those who are on the receiving end of them. So again, on whatever side of the coin you fit on, that is your message. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. And to support the channel, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, and also hit the notifications button to be alerted of new videos that are uploaded. Leave comments, of course. Let me know how it resonates for you in November. Or now. It's next week. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel as an energy exchange, I help you, you help me, we help more people because the YouTube will then promote the channel. You know what I'm saying? But donations are also appreciated. How to do that is below as well. Now, I've created a success spread to kind of go with the full moon in Taurus here. About healing, releasing, all this stuff, which we should be doing all the time anyway. This card represents the central issue, the current challenge or obstacle, the underlying or hidden factors that you need to be aware of. Represents the people, new ideas, or things that can help you. And this represents the actions needed to improve your chances for success. And the overview for the month for you is TikTok. Time is a ticking. Let us see what TikTok is for you. Number 30. I can't believe it's November. You know? It's like that's it. Another year. Oh, just flying by. Flying by. I say slow down. The quicker the years go, the older I get. 31. What is 30? Here we are. TikTok. Essential meanings: timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. The oracle's message: when humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. Well, what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order, were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire? Well, I fair to disagree. Sometimes we don't know. We don't know when our time is up here. So you might not have all the time in the world. You know what I'm saying? So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. This is what we hope, right? Relationship message: love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season, its divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give and receive it. Again, I beg to differ. This is the author's interpretation, of course. Its clock is eternal and ticks according to the beating of your heart in perfect rhythm. Isn't that wonderful to know? Love is always right on time. Prosperity message: your prosperity is co-created by your endeavors as they occur in human-made time. and the eternal efforts of your most important manifestation partner spirit in a divine, measureless time. So keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive and make a commitment to remain in high vibration thoughts and feelings. If you need the message, or I'm sorry, if you heed the message of this card, it will seem as if you will align with your highest calling and your highest good in no time at all. Like magic. Ooh. So what's all the fuss about? Not having enough time? The prosperous life that is yours will never pass you by. Again, you know, like I said, well, there's also the thing of seize the day. Time waits for no one. You know, we can throw out a couple of counter cliches if we want, but let us get real as far as time goes. We don't know how much time we have, and sometimes we need to stop wasting time. Wasting time in situations that are going nowhere. Not stop procrastinating. You know, don't let things pass you by because you think you got all the time in the world. There are, like I said, this is the author's interpretation. I have my own. Everyone has their own interpretation of time, but it's about using it wisely and again knowing that some things come in due time. Again, however you want to take this message here. Protection message. Have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? Yep. There is nothing to fear. You will never run out of time. Again, I beg to differ. For the important things, the miracles that are yours and yours alone can't be missed. Well, they can be if you don't get your hustle on. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that amazing? They say. You're in such capable hands with guides and angels hovering in the invisible spaces, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Exactly. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. This is true. We can only deny ourselves of it, right? All is yours in divine appropriate timing. You can relax, and of course, in that timing sometimes has to do with us being ready, doing our part. You know, you know what I'm saying, people of the world. Speaking of moving on, moving forward, leaving the past behind, the pains of the past. We got Six of Swords here. This is kind of everybody's theme seems to be about moving the hell on from bullshit people, situations, mindsets, what have you, and on towards something that is if the universe is trying to bring in for everybody. It seems like the universe wants everybody to level up, elevate thyself, keep hope alive, but also don't sit on your hands, except for in certain situations, it said serenity prayer, right? Let go of the shit you can't change and know what you can and work on that and have the wisdom to tell the difference between the two. But again, seize the day. Don't waste your time. Sadness, loss, again, as one moves away from the past, moving towards a more promising future, moving away from turmoil and conflict towards peace, tranquility. Hell yeah. Even though they are sad to leave behind the past. But we got behind here, we got the Ace of Cups. So again, maybe we need to move towards this and leave so whatever bullshit we got here behind. Power of the rational mind over our heart and intuition. Now, using one's intellect in a situation of knowing when to hold them and fold them and walk away or row away over here. In order to move forward, you must leave something behind. It's a process of letting go. And it's not easy. But as they say, time heals all wounds, right? Like I said, we can cliche all day, day. Process of letting go is challenging. However, sadness is replaced by clarity, renewed acceptance of change. Again, knowing that the time moves with or without us, so we better get on board and move with it, right? So going with the flow. Moving towards our greatest long-term potential. It's a rite of passage. So again, a learning experience to move through. It's a new phase of life, hard decisions and compromises. Headed towards a much better life. Out with the old and in with the new. New starts towards happiness. Again, enjoy. Why are we needing to do this? Or maybe we got some communication that was a little difficult to hear. Or we're needing to deliver some news that we're moving on. We got the Page of Swords here as a central issue. And this is about passion, enthusiasm. This person is also kind of on guard here, ready to cut you. New projects or ideas, encouragement to move forward, to get the wheels in motion. Like I said, it's just seize the day, right? Despite any challenges potentially in the way, it's aligning ourselves with others that don't stifle our direction. Moving away from, again, people that, obviously, we got some shady ass situations over here. Oh, does it ever end? Every reading is the same. It's the days of our lives over here, I tell you. And I says, I try to make light because shit sucks. Trust me, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got a few of them. So I empathize. But we've got to try to, be able to persevere. What are you going to do here? Truth seeker. Again, somebody who has the ability to learn and grow through a situation, right? Avid learner, ideas, again, communication, information. Like I said, maybe somebody's saying, you know what, I'm fucking out of here. This shit is over. Discussing ideas with others, protecting your privacy, or needing to ground one's thoughts before we speak. It's speak in a way that is a little softer as we depart here. Level of tension and conflict. Again, like I said, this dude over here is ready to nick somebody with that sword. Something that may teach you something about yourself. A person can be defensive or offensive. Confrontation in the intellectual sense, proving one's superior intellect. Again, cutting with their words. Somebody that's in your face, or you in somebody else's face. Yeah. And again, current challenge or obstacle we got here is about moving on. Choosing paths, directions to follow. Got the world in your hands here, knowing that perhaps it's time to go. We're wondering where we're going. The world is your oyster, huge potential. Understanding one's ambitions and what must be done. Enthusiastic approach to life and a passion for adventure. It's a spark of inspiration on a path forward. It's about discovery, stepping out of our comfort zones. Again, they're good to hang out in, but nothing ever grows there. It only leads to stagnancy and resentment and shoulda, woulda, couldas and unhappiness. So again, we're obviously looking to move out of that. It's about considering long-term plans, again, overseas travel. Decisions to stick to what you know or expand your horizons, take a risk, exploring one's options. It's about patience and focus on intent. Patiently waiting for rewards and watching your ideas to materialize. All right. So again, this could be you, or maybe someone is telling you that they're leaving. It depends on what the situation is here for you. And either you're trying to gather information, or again, there's some harsh words being said by you, by the person, by both, because again, somebody's is trying to get out of Dodge here. Again, whether it's you or them. The underlying or hidden factors that you need to be aware of, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace in the upright talks about manifestation, financial opportunities, prosperities. Sometimes it's engagements or commitments or offers of something here. Something tangible and that can be built upon. But in the reverse, it's about lost opportunities, lack of planning and foresight. Financial opportunities that might fall through, needing to be careful with our spending. It's about limited success. Maybe that's why we're needing to move on, because something shit ain't just working out the way we were hoping or thought. Or it's about opportunistic people exploiting others. As I said, same over here with old Shady. I don't know if we're dealing with people that are this way or we are this way, but something. And if you're dealing with people that way, let them help them go. Help them get in the. Please let me put your bags in the thing here, and you can keep it moving, because we're not dealing with this kind of stuff, right? And if we're behaving this way, then we're needing to check ourselves. Blinded by obsessions for money at the expense of other areas of your life, warns of a risk or a need for planning in our career and our finances, right? So, we don't have to limit this to just love. We could talk about this, could even be with career, wanting to leave a situation behind in an unfulfilling job situation or something that's not bringing any, potential, or losing an opportunity for something and needing to move on to something else, broaden our horizons here, explore other options, or we're dealing with, shady people that have caused us to miss out on opportunities, or our behavior has caused us to miss out on opportunities. We're the shady over here. And now we're needing to figure out our next move and then leave our situation because nobody wants us shaked. Also taking what's not earned, corruption, greed. A need to realign our goals. All right? So this is the underlying hidden factors that you need to be aware of. I guess it's knowing when to cut our losses. Perhaps we didn't have enough foresight in a situation. Perhaps we were blinded by, what we wanted, and we didn't, do more investigating to know what we were dealing with. Or maybe we're feeling like we lost an opportunity and we're needing to move on for something, and it could be due to this behavior. It depends on what side of the coin you're on here, right? But if you're dealing with anybody who has been self-serving, conniving, manipulative, whatever, that's not a loss, that's a gain. Yeah. Keep it moving. It's losing dead weight. Something that was holding you back. Might be a harsh reality, but know that again, other things await you. Just broaden your net. Don't settle for less than. You know what I'm saying? But obviously we're needing to realign our goals here. As I said, knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them, right? Represents the people, new ideas or things that can help you. We've got the Four of Wands. You know, this is obviously about, you know, stability here because it's a 4. And it could be in regards to our home life stability and our home happiness in the home, right? Um, it's also about a time of fulfillment and satisfaction at the attainment of a goal. So if we're moving towards a goal or our new opportunities because we missed out on something else here, we need to move towards something better, something more stable, something that's, you know, going to be more long lasting here. It's about peace and balance, happy homes, stability, again, firm foundations, celebrations, homecomings. You know, maybe one people leaving one situation and going back to, you know, a place that they originally lived before. And that might help you to kind of get on your feet again. Like I said, you might need to travel to a particular place in order to start over, right? Um, it's about, again, good fortune, get togethers, holiday time. You know, for holiday, being with people, surrounding yourself with people that are going to help you kind of get back on your feet. You know, perhaps or spending holiday time with people, with friends, family. Again, completion, a result of an often difficult and challenging effort. So finding happiness after we've been through the shite. Um, you know, celebration, special milestones, completing of a significant phase, home, settling down, peace offerings, moving from one stage to another, moving past mistakes and challenges to a place of peace, acceptance, and happiness, which is kind of what we're doing here, moving towards love, joy, peace, our dreams, our goals, whatever opportunities here. Or we may feel that we missed one or we're needing to move towards one if we're trying to rectify something here. So we don't miss out on the opportunity. We know when we're needing to communicate to somebody. But it is about moving beyond mistakes towards something more stable, long lasting, and that's going to bring us happiness. Right? You go from the 2 to the 4. Now, this represents the actions needed to improve your chances for success. We get the 5 of Swords in the reverse. This is all about, you know, being open to change, leaving past resentments behind. Again, moving on. Forgiveness, you know, trying to, again, let go of the shoulda, woulda, couldas, or what have you. Trying to, again, be in the present moment and do what you can to manifest something for yourself that's better than what has been, right? Putting things behind you and moving on, open to change, or it's conflict you can't seem to move away from, but you're trying to here. Exes posing problems, fears of being hurt again, disregard for the opinions of others. Again, some of this person can be defensive, not wanting to listen to other people's what they got to say, how they feel, right? It's also knowing that we can't please everybody, right? Making amends, picking your battles wisely. Again, knowing when to, just like the Kenny Rogers song. Won't be surprised if that card comes out in the reality checks about the knowing when to hold him and fold him and walk away. We shall see. What advice do you have for, who's this, Taurus? Yes, Taurus in November. Advice: choose a new direction. What other advice do you have for Taurus? Opportunity. So again, this speaks about opportunity. Ace of Cups is opportunity. Opportunity for love. Something, could bring stability. Four of Wands, happiness. Needing to move towards that. And whether it's people trying to make amends and heal from a situation, or we're leaving a situation behind and moving towards something that's going to bring us happiness if it's an unhappy situation. Because, obviously this card in the upright speaks about losses and betrayal, So I don't know if a relationship is ending due to this, harsh words being spoken, or we find out some information about somebody, or somebody finds out some information about us, and now people are trying to leave something behind, or somebody's moving away, you or this other person, and again, we're kind of dealing with the what now kind of situation, I don't know. Well, you'll know. You'll know if something is ending and you're moving on, then they're encouraging you to do that. If you are trying to work something out with somebody, then they might be encouraging you to do that. Depends on what your situation is. And choosing a new path and that's going to lead towards moving past conflict. But for some, I feel like this is about moving on to something else. What other advice do you have for Taurus in November? Oops. There we go. Release your ex. Time has come to clear your energy. So again, this is either releasing the stuff within us if we're the person who behaves like this, so we stop finding ourselves in conflict situations, releasing, someone that we need to let go of who was toxic for us. Or this is about if we're trying to work on forgiveness and starting over, we're needing to again release the past, try to work on things. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So if we're needing to let go of someone, we're needing to have faith and know that whatever direction that we're moving in, as long as we try to stay in the present moment, and and our desire for love and something stable and long lasting, it is a genuine and good feeling to have or desire to have, and you can have that. You can move towards that if you choose a new path for yourself, or if this is about rectifying a situation. Either way, it's about healing and moving beyond whatever difficult time that you seem to have found yourself in now, whether that's on your own in a new direction or together with this person to try to work things out. What other advice do you have for Taurus? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So if this is about, you question whether or not you should move on, maybe if you've been dealing with somebody who's, betraying and serving their own interests or whatever, you're needing to, again, make sure that we don't ignore red flags anymore. We need to pay attention to them next time around. Let go of this situation and move towards something that's going to be better. Or it was just about paying attention to our intuition on what we should do. Whether that's, again, working things out or moving on. Now, what reality check does Taurus need in November? There we go. Sometimes rejection is God's protection, right? Sometimes what we want isn't for our betterment, but instead for our destruction. Know that the universe has something better for you. Like I said, if we release ourselves from something that wasn't making us happy, know that we can have love. The opportunity is still there to have that. We need to let go of fear. Let go of, again, fear comes with control issues. And know that, again, choose a new direction. Opportunity waits. Sometimes rejection is God's protection. What other advice do you have for Taurus? If you don't want to be single, go out and mingle. Unless your next romantic partner is a delivery person, they aren't going to come to your doorstep. You have to put yourself out there. So this is about, again, putting yourself out there, putting yourself in a position where you can meet someone who's going to give you what you're looking to get, right? But obviously, jumping from relationship to relationship is not recommended. Sometimes you need time to heal so that we make sure that we recognize our own role in things and we show up differently, and make sure we make sure other people show up differently so that we don't repeat things. And the whole thing about holiday time and people jumping into stuff because they don't want to be alone. Again, know whatever your wounding is so we get the lesson and we don't repeat with anybody new or with anybody. I don't, like I said, I don't think that I think this is more moving on to somebody new, which seems to be the theme for everybody. A lot of people invested in a lot of duds. But again, all is a lesson, right? But if something is still kind of fresh, I never recommend, because that's rebound stuff, and everybody knows, we're all adults, how that works out. Usually it doesn't usually end up in something long lasting. It's, again, to pacify a wound temporarily. But casual dating, again, but it's everybody's own choice. What other reality checks? Whoops. If everywhere you go there's a problem, guess what? I'm sure you've heard the saying, no matter where you go, there you are. This is the truth. You can't run from yourself. Something within you needs to be addressed. It's time to acknowledge repetitive patterns, toxic behaviors, etc., that's causing problems in your life and perhaps in the lives of others. So again, if you're the shady person, we're needing to figure out, again, why we keep finding ourselves in the same scenarios with different people, and make sure that we aren't one of the ones that are jumping from relationship to relationship, and make sure that we understand, if there was a lesson involved here, that we learn it. And sometimes, people kicking us to the curb or us having to kick other people to the curb, it is a wake-up call to why is that? Because of us, because of them, understanding that everything happens for a reason, and including endings, and understanding, again, our role in stuff, right? Again, it takes two to tango, and a lot of people starting to recognize that. We need to. What other reality check does Taurus need? Never lose sleep over someone who's in bed with someone else. It's painful to hear, but it's the truth. People's choices are in their actions. Try to accept them, heal, and move on. I told you this is about betrayal. So again, if we're clinging on to somebody, we need to let that go. Something better is coming. But the universe is waiting for you to be, tick-tock. Tick-tock. Again, it's like everybody dealing with shady people. It's like you can't escape. Can't escape. But definitely, it's about healing and release and moving on. Something better is waiting for you. What other reality check does Taurus need? Oops. Uh-oh, Planet Narco. Narcissistic personality disorder, some other cluster B personality type, or someone embodying the traits of these disorders. The behavior patterns may be playing a role here. It's either you or them. Seeking out a professional is recommended to gain further insight and healing. So you might have been dealing with, like I said, you might have been dealing with somebody who's got some deep issues, or we got deep issues, one of the two. But again, I highly doubt the ones with the narcissists or the ones with the deep issues are even watching the readings, because they don't think there's anything wrong with their behavior. So I said it's probably you that are needing to move on from this situation, and next time pay attention to the red flags. Don't ignore stuff. Because we're in the fantasy of what we hope it was, or because we're dealing with narcissists too. They sell you a dream and deliver a nightmare. They project everything with that love bomb, and they'll promise you the world, and they'll seem like your dream come true, and then all of a sudden they're like Jekyll and Hyde. Watch out. What other advice do you have for Taurus in November? Don't be a hot mess. Get it together. Heal thyself. Do what you got to do and get control of yourself and your life. Don't allow somebody to turn you into a hot mess. They love that shit. What other advice do you have for Taurus? Time to clean house. Clean it up, clear it out, let go of what no longer serves you. Don't let negative thoughts, emotions, people, or situations clutter your life and weigh you down. Time to build yourself up. Speak your truth. Yeah, right? Cut your losses. It's like I said. Keep it moving. Onward and upward. Whatever's got to go, let it. Like I said, let me help you put your bags in. And, tell that to the person who's dealing with a friggin' narcissist that's leaving. Like, don't let the door hit you with the good Lord switch you, right? Oh. Beware of the hobosexual. I knew, because like I said, those moochy masculines or those narcissists that are just in codependent situations, preying upon people who are lonely, who are isolated, who are hungry for love, because it said hungry hearts will settle for crumbs, right? That's why we're needing to not settle for less than what we deserve, not stay in situations that we're unhappy in. Noticing the red flags. Notice when we're being taken for a ride, and if someone is treating you like shit. And it says a lot of people are, it says they'll come in and play like, oh, you're my soulmate. Well, they are. They're a soulmate that's a karmic soulmate that's there to teach you a lesson. But they try to romanticize everything. They come in, they sweep you off their feet because they're looking for a place to live. It says, watch out for these kinds of people. That's why I warn too. If you're still healing from something, don't just jump into something else. Be wise this time around. Recognize people that are trying to, again, blow smoke up your ass because you got something that they're looking for. Watch out. And these narcissists, they're smooth, but usually 3 or 4 months in, you start to see. And now that you know, recognize the behavior patterns. I recommend looking up narcissistic personality disorder. I recommend going into forums in groups where women, men talk about their experiences. And let me tell you, it sounds like they're all telling you a story because it's a behavior pattern. It's like they all read from the same handbook. They all do the same things, the love bombing. And then in the middle of the relationship, you're like on an emotional roller coaster, up, down, constantly chasing, the beginning of who they were in the beginning. But you're really dealing with like as a black hole that's just coming to suck the life out of you financially, emotionally, mentally, and leaving you a wreck. and then they move on to something else, a better business deal. Or when you wise up, you know, then you see them for what they were, which is basically they were just there to take. No, that's what I tell everybody, know what you're dealing with. Beware of the homosexual, the one who enters into a relationship to prevent them from being homeless. Some people aren't looking for love, they're looking for help. Everyone goes through tough times, but some people bounce from relationship to relationship as a means to be taken care of. This is financial codependency, also financial abuse. A user, slacker, narcissist, or another cluster B personality type might be involved in this situation. Know what you're dealing with. Again, or if this is you, you needing to recognize your own shit here. And why you're having to keep starting over and keep moving on because you keep fucking up your life, other people's lives. Eventually, again, unless you find a lifer, someone who's got such low self-esteem and you've gaslighted so much that they don't know which way from Sunday, and that you can take it to the grave abusing that person. Because I'm going to tell you, you know, my ex, he's definitely a product of his environment. His father was a narcissist, his mother was a codependent, and like it says, we imitate what we see. It could be part nature, part nurture, part both. But he definitely, you know, and that situation definitely killed his mother. At the end, but she's stuck in it. Boy, like it says, don't let yourself be that person. Then we have here, this could be true love. Don't mess it up. Make sure unresolved issues don't cause you to self-sabotage. Again, if you're going to meet new people, make sure that we, again, learn from this experience and we show up differently and we watch how other people are showing up. Any fast-moving relationships, you watch out for them. Constant contact, they're constantly exist because they want to get you addicted to them. Basically, to all the love, all the attention, all the constant interaction. It's like a drug, like it says. And then after a few months in, boom, that's when you first see and get that what the fuck. But by then you're so warped in. And it says make sure that we heal, we recognize, and we know what we're dealing with in regards to who we allow in our lives and how we're showing up. Again, don't ignore the red flags, including your own, how you tend to allow things or be too clingy or entering into relationships because you don't want to be alone, so you're settling for these people, or you're believing too much without knowing too much about people, rushing into stuff, whatever it is for you. Make sure, hon, that next time around we don't, you know, don't let ourselves get entangled, because relationships with narcissists are soul destroying. I empathize because, like I said, I've been there, done that, got the T-shirt, and it's a tough one. But I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Again, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and I hope that you do move on to something that is much better for you and that will bring you the happiness that you want and that you deserve. But we just got to be wiser, right? Until next time, my dear, take care. Bye-bye.